Hello and welcome. Today is a huge monumental moment for me. Let me tell you why. As you can tell by the title, we're stretching my ears. I'm confident that this is going to be the last time that I'm ever going to stretch my ears, so this is a monumental moment and I figured I would document this moment with you, for you. Yeah. I have my ears, these ones obviously, stretched to 1/2 inch. And I've been wearing these ear weights, which I love, and these are 6 gauge, so I'm stretching up to 4 gauge. And that's it. That's the exciting moment. I have my stuff cleaned. I ordered one 4 gauge taper from Urban Body Jewelry. That's what it looks like, kind of intimidating. But I like that they only sell them as one because you don't need 2. Like, do one at a time, you know? And then we have the tunnels, which are so cute, but I wanted to show you, I don't have the comparison, whatever. These are like noticeably bigger, obviously, than the 4 gauge, but I thought that it was more than 1 millimeter of a stretch. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure when I was stretching my first ones back in the day, it's also crazy that I've been on this ear stretching journey since I was 15, and I'm 24 now. So it's been almost 10 years, which is wild because it took me a long time to get to 1/2 inch with the first ones, and then I was like, actually let me do this again because I love the process. I love the transformation of it all. It's like the same thing when I get new tattoos, new piercings. Speaking of which, I went ham on this ear here and I got more ear piercings. So now we've got like a full set on each side, but this one's been this way for a while. And I got the forward helix and this one on the top, which the placement for this jewelry is a little bit off, but don't pay attention to that. That's not the point of this video, okay? And I got this one here, so it looks like a faux snug piercing. These sound like chimes. Chime ASMR. But yeah, so I've got the faux snug piercing going on both sides because I wanted to get a snug piercing. I always get derailed, as we know. But I wanted to get a snug piercing and I'm happy that I didn't because they told me, first of all, I think my ear anatomy was just not suited for it, which turned out to be good because I love the opportunity of having the jewelry match if you want it to look like one piece of jewelry, or have them be completely different because I love having miraculous. No, I love having not spontaneous, what's that word? Where everything's different. Like having it unique. That's not the word that I'm looking for, but anyways. So we're gonna be stretching my ears today. I had the exciting realization yesterday. I was wearing these ear weights, right? They're hefty, not like crazy, but you know, they've got weight to them. That's their whole point. But I have been wearing them on and off for probably like 2 months, but I mean like super rarely. I've been wearing them a lot more recently, but I noticed yesterday that there is a gap in between like the earring and like you can see a little gap. So the stretching has been taking place. Gravity has been doing its work and I am so excited. So without further ado, let's ignore that my ankle just cracked and I'm old and crusty. Let's get into the last stretch of my journey. Yes! So we're gonna put our hair up because, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna put my hair in a weird bun situation. I love a weird bun. So when I stretched my first ears, that sounds so weird, my first ears? You know what I'm talking about. When I stretched these ones first, when I did the stretch to 4 gauge, it was really dramatic. And I remember specifically going to Food Basics afterwards with the taper in my ear. I remember specifically when I stretched my initial piercings here, that took so long. I don't even remember specifically how long, but like many a year it takes to get to a big size, you know? And I love wearing tunnels. And one of my biggest inspirations for stretching both of my ear holes was because I saw a picture and it was someone that had like clear tunnels in both. So it looked very optical illusion-y. It was really cool. And I was like, that's what I'm gonna do, actually. Because I can never be satisfied with my body modifications. I just need to keep going. And speaking of which, I'm getting my lip pierced here in the near future, and I'm gonna be making a video documenting that. Because I'm gonna be taking out my vertical lip piercing due to placement not being exactly where I want it to be, but I love this piercing. Like, it makes me so sad to think about letting this piercing go, even for a limited time only, because I just love it. It's just, it's so unique, it's so cool, it's so cute. Ah, I love it. Anyways, she'll come back. They always come back. So my usual stretching protocol is I will spray, like obviously I wash them with soap and water, antibacterial Dial soap. And then I use this stuff, or whatever piercing spray stuff you have, or you can make a sea salt soak solution. You can Google that if you want to. And I also use this because Cetaphil, focus on this, please. Yeah, when you use this stuff, it makes it a lot easier. It's like a lubricant situation, you know what I mean? Because you can't be dry stretching. That's just like, people can do dry January, but you cannot do dry stretching, absolutely not. But I remember specifically when I stretched my first ear holes, as I was saying, I remember specifically going to Food Basics with these in my ears. I just went to the store with the tapers because I couldn't like put the tunnel in because it was like too tight. And at that point, your ear is red. Oh, she is so mad at you. She is in pain. She's like, what are you doing, you naive idiot? But thankfully, everything worked out. And my ears are healthy. They look really cute. They've been this size for a long time. I used to have them 9/16. And I have a whole collection of jewelry because I was so confident that that was my size. And then I was like, oh, actually, if I want to stretch my second ear holes, this is the Cetaphil on this, okay? It's very minuscule, you can't really see it, but it's there. But yeah, so that's why I thought that the stretch from 6 gauge to 4 gauge was really, oh girl, she's giving a little bit of tension. She's giving pinchy a little bit. Okay. She's very spicy. We've only gotten to this point and she's kind of upset with me. Ooh, okay. Oh my god. Don't stretch your ears like I stretch my ears. I've never been a good ear stretcher, despite what you may think based on how far I've gotten. She is upset. She's red. She's mad. Oh god, I get it. But it's just, it's such a big chunk. Ow. Ow. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's that. Oh my god, I just realized too, I'm like, I can't do the other side until I put this one in. Oh my gosh, no way. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. What other piercing stories can I share with you? Because I've had so many, as we know. A couple days ago, you know, if you have like a nose piercing, let me know if you know this struggle, because I'm sure that you do. It's very sassy sometimes. But when you wake up from your deep, deep slumber and you look at yourself in the mirror for the first time of the day, you see that your nose piercing, it's still in your nose, but it's out of the piercing hole. So it's just kind of sitting there. And like, it took me a second to realize, and I was like, that's what we're doing? Really? Okay. It was the one on this side, and it's pretty red and spicy, because when that happens, you have to like push it through. That is such a specific feeling. The nose piercing pain feeling? From the inside out, girl, no, absolutely not. Yeah. So let me know if you relate to that in any kind of way, because it's spicy. It's spicy like this is right now, kind of. Come on, girl. You got places the baby play. Yeah, it's too soon. I can't. Can I? I shouldn't. Because, ooh, ooh, this pain, because I haven't stretched my ears in a while. Like, not to this size, but it's giving me like flashbacks to when I did. And when you try to push the tunnel in with the taper, and there's like a gap there, and then you can't push the tunnel all the way through and the taper's already out. Oh girl, oh my god. And then you have to do the whole thing again, and it just gets progressively worse. Oh my gosh. Also, I just got reminded of this. A thing that I do all the time, speaking of piercings and being not the smartest. Every time I change my earrings, like for instance, the new piercings that I got, the 3 new piercings that I got on this side recently because I just can't stop myself, I successfully did my downsizing for everything. And the hardest piercing I've ever had to change was the forward helix, this one right here. And I love this. I love it so much. I love the jewelry. I love the whole thing. And like the healing of it was really good because I was worried that it was gonna be more sassy, because before I got it done, my piercer said that like it moves a lot like with your face. So she's just like, she told me to smile, and apparently when I smile it like goes up a lot. So she's like, oh yeah, that's gonna be like probably an issue for you. And that was something I never even considered to be a thing in the first place. I was like, oh my gosh, I expected it to be so much worse. It was one of, if not the best healing piercing I've ever had. And obviously that varies person to person, but that's just my experience and that's my 2 cents and that's what I'm here to share with you. So if you're upset about that, then why are you watching this video? Anyways, I just got reminded looking down at my sink here, because one of my worst habits with my piercings, and just in my life in general, which is a lot of piercings, I always fail to put a cover on the sink. The amount of things that I have lost in my sink, like body jewelry and stuff, the amount of money I've wasted just because I'm dumb and I don't want to put a plug over the sink. Like, I have a sink, I have baths and stuff, put the plug on the sink. Like, I don't understand what it is. But today I stand before you doing the exact same thing that I always do, because there's no cover on the sink and I just cannot drop things. But I'm not as worried about these, I guess. I don't know. Am I? Okay, I'm gonna try to do the transition. Ah! I can't move my camera, so I'm so sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with this and hope for the best. Wish me luck. Frick. It happened. It happened. I jinxed it. It happened. I couldn't put it all the way through. Okay, yeah, it popped in so easily that time. Okay, and that was not spicy. Maybe it, like the tiniest little tinge, it's already, oh my god, it literally just fell out. Are you kidding me? It went down my shirt. Did it go down my shirt? Hello? It literally went down my shirt. Bro. Don't be doing this. Oh, it went in my pocket, bro. I was so confused. I was like, where did you go? Oh, bro. Wow. Ow. Ow. Okay. This is interesting. Is this the content that you're just dying to see from me? Sure. I feel like I'm gonna have to give it some time. Like, I feel like it's gonna really have to just, you know, it's gonna have to take time. Oh. We'll do a little bit of a throwback. Speaking of my bad ear stretching practices, back in the day, and I'm not proud of this, but it is something that I did do, I tried the taping method. And that was obviously for these ones. Thankfully everything worked out. I use like medical tape or whatever. Don't use tape to stretch your ears. I feel like that's just a thing that's just not good to do. And as someone that's done, I don't remember it being like bad, like terrible, but also like the texture of the tape is definitely gonna give you micro tears inside of your ear holes. And you don't want that. You don't want issues inside your ear holes right now, okay? The worst that you should have is a little bit of stinging, a little bit of pinchiness, but it should never be, like, if it's absolute agony, no. And I love the fact that this is my first pair of ear weights I've ever had, And it makes it so much easier. Like, obviously it's still sassy, but like whatever. I should have been wearing the ear weights more regularly, but I just wasn't. So that's a fault on me. But always get some ear weights, or just wear like regular earrings that are like heavy, or you can like layer earrings. You can do whatever you need, really. But just try not to like pull them in like weird directions and cause them to do some stuff. It worked. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Yay! Ah! That's it, girl. Yes! Yes! She's a little thick. In terms of like, she's hot, she's swollen. I get it. I would be heated too if I was her right now. Oh, I love it. This is good. This is the good size for me, you know? Because when I had my ears bigger, they were a little bit too they were a little bit too big for my ear. I feel like they looked a little bit weird. But these two together, 1/2 inch and 4 gauge, 10 out of 10, period. But I'm gonna do the other one off camera and give it some time because I know she's gonna be sassy too. But I will be back shortly to show you the final results. Okay, bye. Hey, I'm finishing this video off on my phone, so don't mind the subtle quality change here. But both of my ears are officially stretched now. And thankfully, a pleasant surprise was after I did this one was the better ear, so it's satisfying to know that I did the hard one first, and then this one was a little bit better. So this side has been sitting for a handful of hours now. She is no longer heated. She no longer wants to throw hands. And this side, I did it, I don't even think it was like an hour ago. It was that recently, but it worked very well. I love it. So cute. I'm excited to see what they're gonna look like when they're healed up and no longer, like they're like a little bit swollen. So I'm excited to see how they're gonna heal over time, but they're looking so cute and so fun. It's just always a throwback to think of the first time that I stretched my ears, because when you get to 8 gauge, that's the time that you can actually like see through the tunnel. And I just remember freaking out when these ones were 8 gauge and being like, oh my god, I can see that. But like, my original goal, I don't know if I've said this before, maybe in like one of my other piercing related videos, but my original goal was to go to 00 for these. And when I got to 00, I was like, they don't look that big, which is always the case. So then you always just end up going bigger. Go big or go home. And in this case, I'm doing both. I'm going big while at home, period. And I love that my ears are even now, because for the longest time, like I got this side like pierced up recently. I've had this one pierced like this for quite a while. And then this one was like really empty, especially compared to this one. If there's nothing going on over here, I'm like, that's not allowed. So I got these two, and then I got this little pink one on the side the most recently. But those 3 piercings were within the span of a couple months. And that's very unlike me. Like, I get piercings all the time, but it's unlike me to do like that much just spontaneously. It is really wholesome and exciting to know how far I've come on my piercing journey. It is really nice. Yeah. I got my first piercings. I got these piercings. Okay, I got my ears pierced when I was 11 at Ardene's. And shortly after I got them pierced, they stopped doing piercings. So that's interesting. Thank you for watching this quick little, cute little video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you are a fan of body modifications and things like that, give this video a like if you want. A little thumbs up action. And if you want to subscribe, feel free to do that. And if you don't want to subscribe, don't. I hope that you're doing so well. You deserve the best. Love you platonically. And I'll see you so soon. Bye.